Hey guys, what's up? I'm here today to talk about the newest release from Autopsy, and that is their box set, or deluxe set of After the Cutting. Now, After the Cutting is basically a demo collection, a rarities collection, live show, just two live shows, and two CDs of greatest hits. So let me just get into it and give you my thoughts on the whole fucking package. Now, and also it contains their newest EP, Skull Grinder, which I already talked about. So I will be leaving that out of this conversation. So yeah, let's start with the first track. Besides the EP on the first disc, Charred Remains, which is from the 1988 demo, which is a Critical Madness demo. Basically these old demos are stuff that you could have probably bought bootlegs of, but now there's finally a nice version of it on this really cool looking box set. And I even have the fucking Critical Madness artwork somewhere hung up in my room, actually. The Critical Madness, yeah, I think so, but I printed it off years ago and I stuck it on my wall. I'm trying to remember where I put it, but it is up on the wall somewhere. And then then you go on to the track Ridden with Disease, raw sound, just grosser sound. And basically all these demos are just like the first album, but just really fucking dirty versions of them, really fucking raw versions of them. And same thing with the next song, Critical Madness, after a demo. It was just, it wasn't, it's very coveted by collectors, and it's a good inclusion. The songs are really good quality for a demo. So yeah. Then you move on to the 87 demo with the song Human Genocide. And really even rawer sound, dirtier sound. Chris sounds young as hell on this. This is the same year that Scream Bloody Gore was released. And the music is still talented as hell, It's not, there's no problems with the sound just because it is an old demo. And then you move on to Embalmed from 87. Close to death thrash, but super cool demo to have. It's more, you can hear a lot more thrash into it. Then you move on to Stillborn from 87. Really nice demo, cool to hear. Basically this demo is the first little conjurings out of Chris's little fucking band Autopsy. This is the first little songs they've released, and, the first material that ever got made. But I think this is the oldest track. I'm not sure. Well, you look at the song Mauled to Death, and it's sludgy as fuck, and it's just a great precursor to the Severed Survival album. And then you move on to Christ Denied. Now, I think this is the first track they ever made, or it's like one of the earliest pieces of music I've ever heard from Autopsy. And it's an old rehearsal from 1987, and it's raw as you can imagine. You can hear the track's quality, it's just the raw recordings kind of bury up the fucking sound a lot. So if you're not a hardcore Autopsy fan, you're not really going to like this particular track, but that's all you can do, really. Next is Fiend for Blood, 91 rehearsal. More raw stuff, short and nothing really big, Basically, you could have heard better versions of this on albums. It's just that they're giving you the early rehearsal demos of it all. So it gives you a nice idea of what they were doing before they actually recorded it. Next thing is Keeper Decay, raw rehearsal track, once again with good sound. Just demos aren't too interesting, you could go hear it in better quality on the EP itself. Squeal Like a Pig from 91, just another more rehearsal stuff, basically. Ravenous Freaks is on it. You can really take it or leave it, but I like, it's just raw compared to the studio stuff. But if you like a raw sound, more demo sound, then you'll love this. And then Dead Hole, which is the same thing. Black Incantations, which was recorded as the Grave Violators. Heavy, grimy shit, pure filth. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Revenge, but it is somewhat heavier than Autopsy. So if you want to hear a slightly different sound, just go listen to the Black Incantations track from Grave Violators, which is basically Autopsy. Severed Survival, this is when you start with CD2. And it is just basically 2 discs of best of tracks. I think there might be a slight difference in the mix, but that might just be my ears. But just greatest hits. So you know, it kind of takes away from the box set, because I just don't really care for greatest hit CDs at all. I only buy them if I see them used, so it kind of does take it away from the, you know, the coolness of the package, but whatever. Then you go to a live show from July 27, 2012, which is on the 4th disc, which, like, you know, when you listen to these recordings, they really don't really have a great sound. The 2012 show doesn't really have a great sound production, but the Autopsy live is just awesome. Like, Chris playing drums and singing at the same time is just really cool. Like, I play drums and I sing sometimes when people ask me to sing for their band or something, or for a musical project they're doing. And just thinking of me, like, being able to play death metal drums and sing death metal vocals at the same time, like, I can't imagine how hard that can be. And, you know, it's really a sight to see. Charred Remains sounds superb, and so does Severed Survival from the show. Dead sounds fine as well. It's quality live material, just a really weak sound recording. I feel like it was recorded by a fan on their phone or something, or maybe like by a guy inside the stage with a decent microphone. Then you go to the May 26th, 2013 live show. Good live recording, really good quality, you know, better production. I did really enjoy this live recording. Could have been saved for a live release, like a live album, but nothing really, you know, to bitch about there. You know, every song sounds fucking spot on. So, yeah. Then you move on to the 92 rehearsal tracks, which starts with Meat. You know, sounds really fucking gross, and it also has Your Rotting Face, the act of the unspeakable, Spinal Extractions, Battery Acid Enema, Lobotomized, I love that track, Battery Acid Enema, and Walls of the Coffin. So that's 92 rehearsal is just more like stuff you could have probably heard. You know, if you don't really like studio material and you'd rather hear the bar tracks, you know, there you go, just a bar production. But if you like studio production, that studio production is, you know, available. So basically, let me just sum this up. It includes demos that, you know, you could have got somewhere on a bootleg, but it's nicer to have them in this big packaging. Includes, you know, rehearsal tracks that there are better studio recordings if you want them. The Black Incantations track was on a compilation CD you could buy, but it's nicer to have it on disc, so you don't have to go fucking buy a separate CD. You know, the live material, really nice. The greatest hit stuff is alright. I'd rather not be on there. And the 92 rehearsal stuff, once again, cool rehearsal tracks, unheard stuff, but, you know, whatever. And also the fact that it includes the Skull Grinder EP is cool. But in all honesty, I would go out and buy the Skull Grinder EP separate, because the artwork is so fucking cool. So yeah, overall, or maybe you buy the LP and you want the CD of it so you get it off this box set. That'd be a good idea. So overall, looking at it, I've looked at PDF files of the book itself. The book in it is really cool. The packaging is really fucking cool. I looked at it on Discogs just to give a better idea. So really, if you like Autopsy at all, and you have, you know, I think it's like maybe $45 Canadian, something like that, and like 30 pounds or 30 euros, I think, something like that. I don't know the exact prices, but it's cheap. It's dirt cheap for a 4-disc box set. So if you like 4-disc box sets like this, like in a beautiful digibook, like big old digibook like that kind of packaging, go buy this. I'm gonna give it a 72 out of 100 just because the two discs with just like greatest hits, which I could do without really. The live shows, they should have stuck. There was enough material at them live shows to stick them on like a live EP or something, or a live album itself. So I don't know, that could have been left off. I think they should have just stuck more demo material on here, and even if it had to be a 2-disc set, it would have been better than just sticking a bunch of greatest hits on there. So yeah, 72 out of 100, guys. Check it out. Peace, fuck out. Have an awesome day.